one in the 12-step program is I am powerless. Okay? So the 12 steps, for anyone unfamiliar, it starts with you have to accept the problem before you try and solve it. So the ideology, the intention is to start. Step one is I am powerless over alcohol, let's say. So that equivalent, if we're saying food or eating, would be I'm powerless around food. And if we're using a specific food, it would be I'm powerless around Oreos. Well, I personally don't really resonate with that. I don't really buy into that. This is something that I know we've talked about, a couple of us, that is, I believe you have some power. You don't have all the power, but you also don't have none of it. So you're somewhere in there, okay? All of this is going to answer your question, Allie. But the reason I'm saying that and starting there is because to me, well, then what is the addiction? If it's not food, it's not eating, it's not the dieting and the weight, like what is the addiction? You are addicted when you lose your power. You have an addiction when you lose your power. When you are in a place of, oh, I wish I weren't eating. Oh, my body is not hungry. Oh, why am I doing this? That's relapse. Not because of the food, not because of the eating, but because of your loss of power. So that's going to look different for everyone. That's going to manifest differently for everybody, which is why you're asking the question, how exactly are we defining addiction and relapse? Because it's different for everyone. But the way that I think about this is it's the moment you lose your power. And you can have that, right? What is codependency? What is people pleasing? An addiction, a compulsion. Oh, I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. I just said yes again. You lost your power. You have an addiction to people pleasing. That's not a substance, it's a behavior. Why is it an addiction? Because you're not empowered. You're not in a place of power. You're not in a place of choice. Which is why you have all heard me say over and over and over again, this is about your power. This is about take your power back. Not from food, not from eating, not from diet culture, from anything that isn't you. Does that answer your question?